What's up, everybody? Super Heavy Sam here with a video talking about the 10 Digivolutions that make absolutely zero sense. I am trying to expand talking about just comic books and comic books alone. So I've actually been finding a bunch of articles that I've been saving that talk about, Power Rangers, comic books, anime that I really want to give my input on. So what better opportunity to put out content and expand my content than to start with, honestly, the best video we've published on this page, Digimon. So we're just gonna get right into it, and I say that because this is the second take. The first take, I turned my mic off, so I was talking and not even getting anywhere. We're in the intro. So, 10 Digivolutions that made absolutely zero sense. I went through the first three, so I went through 10, 9, and 8, and they're just talking about visuals. They're talking about going from the previous form to that form, and if it makes sense or not. And then I'm just going to give my input on if it really did, or if they're just tripping and just don't see the vision. So we're going to get right into it. Number 10 is Sylphimon's hybrid form. Sylphimon, reading off the screen. Sylphimon's DNA Digivolution. It was Aquilamon and Gatomon. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. XVmon and Steammon's DNA Digivolutions were the only good ones. So I'm not even going to hold anybody up on that. If you feel different, please comment below. I would love to not even go back and forth. I would just love to hear your opinion on the other DNA Digivolutions, but they weren't that great to me. So moving on. Number 9, we have Togemon. If you don't know, Palmon digivolves into Togemon. I can understand why Togemon was a was a Digivolution of Palmon. Palmon was a plant-based Digimon. Her arms were kind of like vines, and she also had one flower in her hair, which cactuses are known to have. Just like that one standalone flower. Togemon is goated, and I'm not even gonna hold. That's a hill I will fight on. Togemon is goated. I see nothing wrong with her design, which is what the kind of like the caption is. Togemon could have a better design. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that design. If you want something complex, everything doesn't have to be complex. Togemon, going from Palmon to Togemon was very simple, very effective. Togemon was very strong, very powerful. That needle spray was would just take anybody out. So that's my opinion on that. Going on number 8. Number 8 is Magnadramon, which is the Digivolution from Digimon Adventure Tri from Angelomon. I can understand the concept. I can understand what they were going. The reason I would give this a pass is because Magnadramon does look very powerful. It's a dragon. It has, 8 wings. It follows the format that they were going with Angelomon. And so I really don't see how this can fail. I can see how people just didn't like it, because when Angelomon first debuted, it took the episode by storm. It was like, going from a cat to an angel. Same way with Patamon. Patamon going from pretty much a wound. I don't know what Patamon was, but going from that to an angel. But Angemon went to Magna Angemon, and I think people wanted that with Angelomon, but we got this instead. I don't hate it, but I wish they would have given her the Magna Angelomon look, but I don't hate it. I'm not gonna say it doesn't make sense, because it still fits the theme, but I wish they would have just kept the angelic look. Number 7, we have Monzemon. Makes no sense whatsoever. How do you go from a little slime looking thing to a bear? And even still, after the bear, his evolutions make no sense. He either goes to like a little ghost looking bear or to a panda. Yeah, Monzemon makes no sense whatsoever. And this is one of the ones I had to look up, even though it's an OG episode. If at that point, if it wasn't one of like the main Digimon, I really didn't care for the evolutions in this bear. I didn't care for the evolution, so I literally just looked it up, and seeing where the evolution line started makes no sense. Number 6, we have Weizen Gamamon. Now, as you can see, they say the physical attributes are miles apart from Gamamon. This is Digimon. When has anything when it comes to evolution ever make sense? It never will, and they're not going to ever start. So if you go and look at Gamamon evolution, he's like this cute little, matter of fact, let's see if I can pull it up. I'm not even gonna pull you guys up. That's a slide form. So this is what Gamamon looks like. A little Triceratops. And as you can see he's like a little Triceratops with cannons on his head. So
from Raheem Maple.
I'm not editing that out. So going from this and this, I mean, thinking about Digimon logic, that's not really far-fetched at all. So it makes sense to me. You saying the physical attribute are miles apart can be said about any other Digimon. How does a cat go into an angel? I mean, you didn't even question that when you were going over Magnadramon. Jeez, I forgot her name. But when you were going over Angelomon's Tri's Digivolution, like, it's not that far off, so I don't even know where that came from. So it matches up to me. I don't care what this says. So moving on to number 5. Alright, number 5 we have Muso Nightmon. This article seems to think that the design is overcrowded, which, looking at the picture, he does have a lot going on, but there's at the bottom of each of these pictures, there's like a little caption that talks about their reasoning, and I don't agree with this reasoning. I mean, and I'm just going to read the last bit that I don't agree with. Digimons aren't supposed to look like robots imbued with cannons or weapons. Instead, they're supposed to reflect their individual personalities, enhanced by the new power with a burst of evolution. Is total BS, because Gatomon was a villain who literally went from a villain to the partner of a Digidestin to an angel. That makes no sense. Greymon literally went into Metal Greymon, who literally went into War Greymon. What does that make sense? Like, and if you hear crying in the background, that is my baby girl waking up. But yeah, that whole part right there makes no sense. Yeah, according to the picture, he has a lot going on, but to say he shouldn't have all that, because that's not what it's supposed to be. Digimon never once said how Digivolutions should make sense whatsoever. So that's total BS. I don't agree with that. I do agree he does have a lot going on with the cannons for hands and the little arches going. Yeah, that is a lot going on, but no, that saying that Digimon are supposed to look like robots imbued with cannons or weapons is total BS. So we're going to go on to number 4. Number 4 was another one I had to look up. Lamortmon, as it says, was a shift from Grace. And I'm going to read the caption, and I'm going to read it quickly. I'm going to try to make it make sense. Lamortmon is the ultimate Digivolution form of Angornamon, Ruli's beast-type Digimon partner. As a Digimon of the nature spirit, Angoramon, if I'm butchering these names, oh geez, I'm sorry. Evolution into Simbear and Gornamon, I'm going to show pictures, by the way, is understandable to some extent. However, Lamortmon's complete departure from the Digimon's gratefulness and thematic evolution really downplays Agoramon's whole evolution sequence. Lamortmon is the only Digivolution that is miles apart from the sleek and humanoid type physique of the rest of the evolution forms. And I'm about to show you why this is a BS reason to have this on the list. Now this is Lamortmon to the right, and I really try to circle my cursor like you can see that. He's the yellow Digimon to the right. Now, this is his evolution line. This is base. This is why they're upset. Because from there, he goes into this. Kind of humanoid, very slender. It's like he lost weight. Stupid ads. I'm afraid to hit X on anything. Okay. Kind of humanoid, very muscular. And then he goes into that. Agumon literally goes from a dinosaur to a big dinosaur to a dinosaur with metal armor to a warrior. He's not even a dinosaur anymore at that point. Garurumon literally goes from a chunky looking thing, I don't even know what to call him, to a wolf, to a werewolf, back to a wolf that's made out of metal. Togemon literally shrinks down in size to Lilymon. I don't get that. You have humans that were doing beast spirit evolutions that turned into a snowman. I don't get your reasoning for this at all. Like that's a dumb reason to say that this makes no sense. His evolution literally falls in line with any other evolution that's happened throughout the show. Stupid. Next one. Geo Greymon. Number 3. Geo Greymon is a less likable iteration of Greymon. Now I know who Geo Greymon is. Is he less likable? I'm not gonna say less likable, but it's one of those situations where we grew up with Greymon and then they came out with Data Squad and it's like, oh, we're gonna give you Greymon again, but it's not the Greymon that you know. We've reimagined him, and the OG fans are like, why? New fans are like, cool, until they see the OG Greymon, then they're like, why? No, I think this one's right. Yeah, he's definitely less likable than Greymon. So, moving on. Number 2 is literally something that I brought up. Number 2 was what I brought up in number 4. Kumamon did not fit in with the other warriors. I'm not even going to read that caption. He definitely wasn't my favorite from Frontier, but I'm not going to... hold on, let me read the caption. Human spirit evolution sequence of almost all the Digidestins seem accurate enough to correspond to the accepted initially presented. The chosen children did evolve into humanoid warriors who resonated with their respective elements like wind, fire, and electricity. However, when the youngest member of the gang evolved into his H-spirit form, it ultimately disappointed the fans. Is that really all you have to say about that? Okay. Unlike Digivolving into an intimidating warrior like his peers, Tommy's evolution into, and you just... Oh no, you didn't see number 1. Tommy's evolution to Kumamon made absolutely no sense. Understandably, Kumamon's cute persona resonates with Tommy's adorable personality and conduct. However, the design made him susceptible to not being taken seriously. He looks like a snowball teddy bear rather than a battle-ready Digimon warrior. So you said all that just to say he doesn't look intimidating, which is a load of crap. If that's your... He doesn't look intimidating. Okay, so you're saying he can't be powerful? Just so y'all know, this is from CBR.com, and I think it's comic book something. Yeah, so I really don't take CBR too seriously nowadays, because it just feels like they just post stuff and just put it out there just to keep content on their website. I don't even know when this was put out. I know I saved it like a long time ago, but we'll probably look that up but that has anything to do with it. But to just say it makes no sense because he doesn't look intimidating is a load of bull, and I'm gonna not agree and keep going. And number 1, we have Shakuyumon doesn't reflect the traits of his Digimon. As I said before, this is another DNA Digivolution, which I think is... Let me see... Which one? Andromon and Aquilamon. Yeah, as I said before, outside of XVmon and Stingismon's evolution, none of the DNA evolutions made sense, and the designs were ugly. This is literally a totem. Stupid. So I don't even have to read the caption because I just straight up agree. It does not. When you look at this, you will never believe that an Angel and an Anki made this. So stupid. But who wrote this though? Agree, except for number 7. I'm not going to read through these comments. 2024. So this is recent-ish. Recent-ish. But seriously, who wrote this? October 16th, 2024. whoever this is just wanted to put some content out. I mean, I'm not saying that everything they said was wrong, but some of their reasoning is kind of like, I feel like out of the 10, you really had a bunch and just chose the worst ones out of some of those that you made. Like, for example, what did I say? Like, I agreed with that one. Like, no. Like this one. Saying Digimon are supposed to look like robots and you canon. That's literally half of what Digimon are. Literally half the Digimon are what you just put there. So, with that being said, that's just my opinion. You know, I don't care if you agree or not, but I would like to know your thoughts behind it. So let me know down in the comments below. With that being said, expect more videos like that, like this from me, because it's fun. It's fun to read, kind of like do a little bit of research and then come back and give my opinion on, you know, the situation at hand. With that being said, Super Heavy Sam, I'll see you guys next time.